Hello everyone, welcome to English classes by Pushpa. So today we are going to do the other part of the chapter from the diary of Anne Frank. In our last video, we'll discuss that on June 20, 1942, Anne Frank begins writing in her diary, addressing her diary as Kitty. So we'll continue from there and proceed to the other half of the lesson. In this part of the text, Anne Frank tells us how the entire class is nervous about the results. It is unpredictable, and it will be decided by a meeting of teachers in which they will select students to be moved to the next grade or to be kept back. So I think students, you can relate to this. What is the atmosphere at home when the results are to be declared the next day, the atmosphere in school, right, amongst yourselves, right? Similar kind of a thing, ambience could be felt here in the beginning of the diary here. So it says she and her friend G also made fun of the nervous boys. So she and her friend G, they tried every means possible to, make the boys nervous by asking them, by putting different questions to them. So they kept on saying to each other that I am not going to pass, while others would console them and say, yes, you would. G was polite as she was trying to stop them from making noise, while Anne Frank scolded them, but none of it worked. According to Anne, about a quarter of class should not be promoted to the next grade because they did not take part in any of the activities. She refers to them as dummies. Dummies are those who are not real, right? But this may not be the case because teachers' decisions can't be predicted. So Anne Frank strongly believed that quarter of the class should be kept back because they did not participate in activities of the classroom. But again, she says that teachers are the most unpredictable creatures on earth, so we cannot say what will happen. So Anne Frank also mentions that she is not bothered about her friends because is sure that they are going to pass. The only subject that she is not very sure of is mathematics. She seems to be having a tough time with the subject, mathematics. But all they could do was wait for the results and not lose their hope. So she also tells us in the process that she has a great relationship with all the teachers except the maths professor. He was constantly, irritated by, Anne Frank's talkativeness. She was a very garrulous person. Anne Frank was a garrulous or talkative person. Despite several warnings, and did not stop talking in the class, which prompted the teacher to give her extra homework as punishment. So just imagine, if you're talking in the class, your teacher gives you extra homework. Would you do that? Would you talk in the class? Okay. So the first one was to write an essay on chatterbox, which she thought was a weird topic to write on because what would one write about that? So I'll read out few lines from the text. So I'm not so worried about my girlfriends, her girls, and myself because we will somehow make it. As I already told you, she was just scared of subject mathematics. So she says, Mr. Kissing, the old teacher, maths teacher, was annoyed with me for ages because I talked so much. After several warnings, he assigned me extra homework, an essay on the topic, a chatterbox, a chatterbox. So my dear students, I would want you to pause here for a while and then remember this essay because you get a question. How did she justify herself to the teacher? Or how did Anne Frank justify her being talkative, right? So we can justify the answer, or we can write a proper answer if you are very thorough with this part of a text. So it says, I would worry about that later. I decided I jotted down the title in my notebook, tucked it in my bag, and tried to keep quiet. So for the moment, she wrote the topic in the notebook and kept it in her bag and focused on staying quiet since the teacher has told her not to talk. Then she comes across the note she made as reminder for the essay after she had finished the rest of her homework. So when she was done doing her homework, she, took out the note which she made as reminder because she had to write essay given by the maths teacher. She began thinking about the topic while chewing the tip of the fountain pen. What does that mean? That means that is a gesture that signifies a person is in deep thinking. So while anyone could mention, anything or just write random stuff for the sake of, filling pages and submitting the work, she wanted to present concrete arguments in support of talking. So she really wanted to put forward concrete arguments, in support of talking. So she mentions that she will try to better herself as a student, but talking is something that cannot be eliminated completely. So she says that, I'll read it from the text. I argue that talking is a student's trait and I will try my best to keep it under control. So what is the argument put forward by Anne Frank to the teacher? It is that she says that I will try to improve myself as a student, but talking is a student's trait, quality, and I'll try it best, or I'll try my best to keep it under control. So this is the first point of the answer. What is the question? The question is, how did Anne Frank justify herself to the maths teacher? Because she used to talk in the class, remember? So she says that talking is a student's trait and I'll try my best to keep it under control. In this part of the text, Anne Frank forwards her second argument and she says that I got this uh, habit of talking from my mother and there is not much one can do about inherited traits. So you have to know the two arguments put forward by Anne Frank to justify being talkative in class. So you'll have to write these two arguments in your answers as well. After this, the professor found Anne's arguments to be very amusing, but when she did not stop talking, again in the second lesson or in the next lesson, he gave her another assignment as punishment. And the topic for the second assignment was an incorrigible chatterbox. Now, who is an incorrigible chatterbox? Incorrigible refers to a bad habit that is difficult to change. So the first punishment was the topic chatterbox. The second assignment is an incorrigible chatterbox. We have to remember this. So he gave her the topic because he was annoyed of the nature of her nature. What was her nature? Talking, continuously in the class when teacher was taking his lesson. So on receiving the assignment, the professor did not say anything to her for a while, but when he lost his patience, he handed her yet another assignment. So I would read out from the text. However, during the third lesson, he would finally had enough. Anne Frank, as punishment for talking in class, write an essay entitled Quack, 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 said Mistress Chatterbox. So now she did not stop talking, right? So again, during the third lesson, she was talking, so the teacher gave her another assignment that was Quack, 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 said Mistress Chatterbox. When the professor scolded her for the third time and punished her, the whole class was laughing. As a result, she had to pretend to be amused too. After writing, on the similar topics for twice, she ran out of thoughts. Quite obvious because she has been writing on the same topic. Thus, she took help of her friend now, San, who was good at poetry, and offered her to write in rhyme. Now she planned to write a third essay in rhyme and took help of her friend. The whole assignment, was to make Anne feel ashamed, but Anne Frank also made sure that she gave an effective reply to the teacher. So she finally wrote the third assignment in the form of a poem, which turned out to be great. Okay, she wrote a satire that her father swan hit his 3 baby ducklings to death. I repeat, it's very important. So what was the third assignment? How did she reply? She wrote a satire that a father swan hit his 3 baby ducklings to death because of their noisy nature, because they talk too much, right? To her good luck, the professor took it lightly. The professor recited the entire poem in front of the class while giving his own remarks simultaneously. So I will read out from the text. I finished my poem. It was beautiful. It was about a mother dog and a father swan while 3 babies were beaten to death by the father because they quacked too much. Luckily, Mr. Kissing took the joke the right way. The professor read out the poem to the whole class while adding his own comments, right? And he even read out this poem to several other classes. So we can say that Anne Frank was fortunate enough because now she could talk uninterruptedly in the class after this incident and without getting punishment. Mr. Kissing, the professor, also started, cracking jokes every now and then in front of the class. I hope you have understood the text. If you like this video, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.